Morning, everybody. How you doing? We are 1 week and 1 day away from Financially on Fire, and I am starting to get really, really excited about this thing. So I want you to make sure that you share this with your friends and your family. Share this video. Share the event. Okay. So today I want to talk to you about impact, the type of impact, because Financially on Fire is going to impact your life greatly. Now, when I was growing up, there were two families that I was close to. Now, in one family, we had a father who was very financially proactive. He understood that he didn't know how long he was gonna be here and when he was gonna pass. So what he did was he always instructed his family on financial matters, on how to save and how to invest. Anytime I came to his house, often there was a conversation going on about investing in finances, and we would sit around the table or wherever we were sometimes, and he would talk about dreams and things that's going to happen and what he's going to do and what life is going to be like. He never sat back and just looked at what was going on in the world and thought, oh, this is just what it is. It's rough. It's beating against me, that sort of thing. Now, the thing about this gentleman is that when before his children were even born, he started saving and investing for a college fund because he knew that his kids was going to need this and he didn't want them to have any debt when they go. So by the time his son and daughter got ready to go to college, each one of them had a college fund to pay for their entire college degree. So their kids graduated with no debt. When other families were buying new cars and things like that, he would just make sure the car that he had kept running. I mean, he drove an old raggedy car for years and years and years. And although sometimes as a teenager it was embarrassing, it didn't matter to this man. He did what he needed to do. And the thing about it, though, is that when he got older, when the kids were gone, he was able to buy some of those things, the newer cars, and him and his wife started taking even more vacations and things like that. They began to live a little bit more because their financial burden had decreased, but he never increased to the point where his financial burden was going to overtake him. And guess what? His kids learned the exact same thing, and they built upon that. And now his kids are all running businesses that are thriving. They're all living lives that some people will be envious of. Now, the reason why they're living like that because of the impact that their father left for them. Now, the other family is quite different. Now, they always had a nice car and they always had nice things, but in their home it was different. There was always a complaint about that there was more month than money. There was always the fear and the rush to, tomorrow I got to make sure this is paid, or the lights are going to get turned off, or the phone is going to get turned off, or something else. The creditors are calling and always calling, and there was a hiding of the away from the phone. So it was a completely different environment. And the thing about it is that when these kids got ready to go to college, they got saddled with student loans because that was the only way they was going to be able to go to college, because that's all that the family could do, because there was no investment for their future, for the kids' future. And then what I found out is that when the father passed away, that he left tons and tons of debt. That when he passed away, that there was not enough money to continue to pay for the house, so they lost the house. Their mother lost the house, and they lost their cars. And then while she's trying to prepare for this funeral, she's getting calls from debt collectors at the same time. Now, she's already in mourning, and now she's getting calls from debt collectors. That was the impact that was left. So the kids in this family, they went on to do the same thing. They are so heavy in debt right now, because I'm still in contact with them. They're in so much debt that they can't even see their way out. That no matter what you say to them, they can't see their way out. And here's the thing about it. They have very high-paying jobs right now, but they still find themselves in more debt than somebody who makes half of what they make. So I want you to understand, what's the impact? I want you to ask yourself the question, that what is the impact that you're going to leave to your family right now? See, when the one person passed away, they left a legacy of prosperity. They left a legacy of financial greatness. Right? See, when the first family's father passed away, he had insurance policies and he had investments that went straight to pay off the house, to pay off the cars, to pay off any debt that was left when he passed, to pay for his arrangements. So when he passed, the wife didn't have to worry about the finances because everything was in place. Right? There was enough finances invested that she could live the rest of her life better than what she had previously been living, because he left a financial impact on them that would create that environment for her. So my question to you is, what type of financial impact are you creating, and what type of financial impact will you leave? And if it's not something that's going to put a hedge of protection around your family or around whomever that you have set up to gain from your passing, I hate talking about that sometimes, so forgive me, then you need to change it. You got to change it. So that's why Financially on Fire is so important. That's why learning how to change this behavior and change your actions and change your beliefs is going to be imperative for you to be able to make this a difference in your life. And I'm not talking loud because it's early in the morning and people are still asleep. So I'm enthusiastic, but I'm trying to hold it back a little bit. So hey, I look forward to seeing you guys. Sign up for Financially on Fire. Go to the Facebook event, click on the link, and sign up, reserve your seat on PayPal. You guys have a great day. Look forward to seeing you.